Coach, I've really been studying the swing from face on, something that I haven't ever done, to be honest. I had so many problems with down the line perspective, but so I've uncovered and studied and learned a bunch of stuff. So I pulled up one of your most recent videos, face on, just to double check how you're turning through the ball and your weight shift and all. So this video actually has some good news and then some bad news. So as it turns out, your the weight shift and turning through the ball is really good, really good, quite better than mine, and I think that's where most of your improvement has come in. Let me just showcase what's happening here. So I'm just looking at the weight shift and the body turn. So on the way back, this yellow line with a circle just shows how much camera movement there is, and there is some because I didn't have a tripod. So as you go back, we're just looking at the lower body at this point. So you're outside. You've kind of done a shift here instead of getting the hip going back. So that's going to cause some inconsistency because that slide or sway back, you have to sway forward the exact amount to get things going. But so that's the only thing wrong with your lower body action, to be honest. See how that left leg is caved in, pointing behind the ball. It's really good. Good shoulder turn. That looks good. And as you come through, and this is what I've been really studying, is you come through, and here's this great weight shift, because see these yellow lines are where your hips are outside of your legs actually started. So as you come down, you slide as it should to most of the weight on the right side, and you get vertical with that left leg. Something that I haven't been doing. So when I was looking at your swing to see if you had the same faults as me, it turns out you don't. So that's the good news portion. So see how you get over there and you almost drag that right toe like Norman. So you have all the weight, all the weight over there. That is really good. So the bad news is other stuff. So the first thing that comes to mind is the fact that you're back to the old. There's too much head movement, and see that green circle. Watch how your head moves. So it moves back and up, and now down, significantly down. So it gets to that circle gets to you can see that circle is around your SC on your hat, and then when you go to hit, you've got to go forward the 4 inches, and sure enough, at this swing, you actually got the emblem back where it should be. But look at the head movement. And the head movement, by the way, is your old, where you pivoted around your right shoulder and your head goes down. Right? That was the old thing we corrected on my at my bind-a-wall place. See how that left shoulder, that right shoulder doesn't get higher than when it started, but your head does. Head gets lower, dives, and all. So you got to fix that. So you got to fix it by, you got to get that right shoulder up and behind your head. and keep your head still. So do, arms across your body, and then lean against a wall. Okay, so the other thing is, something you have to look at the grip here. So as you start back, whoops, I just trimmed it too much. You kind of re-grip, right? Watch your grip. See this? See that? Okay, so then you get it to the top. You got that shoulder, and then right here everything's straight. Then you got breakdown of the left arm. See, even at this point, see how your grip is screwed up? So it doesn't happen in the re-grip. So then you get up here, and then you go this movement. See that right shoulder going back? So in that right elbow. When the right elbow goes back, you bend the left arm, and then you cast out of it. See, that grip at that point, but that grip is screwed up at that point. See what I'm saying? And just that right arm going back and gathering makes it more screwed up. And then you hang on to it. There's the cast, but that's better than it's ever been. Look at the grip. Look at this grip now. That's a super strong grip. You should be duck hooking about every ball. See how the V is pointed here. Okay, so the only point in bringing this up is you got to fix the head bob thing. And then I would, at this point, I'd just shut off the backswing at this point. You don't need your hands any higher as long as that left shoulder's behind the ball. In this case, it really is. So you could stop there, and that saves that little gather thing, this thing here, this thing. So that's the bad news portion. The good news portion is, wow, look at that body shift.